Good morning and welcome to ForexTV.com's AM Forex New York. Today is Tuesday, March 4th. I'm Caitlin Sisney. The dollar held steady versus other major currencies this morning ahead of comments from Fed Chairman Ben Bernanke. Traders will be focusing on Bernanke's remarks for signs that the Fed chair plans to further cut interest rates. The greenback was uncertain versus the yen this morning in New York, and it didn't move further away from Monday's three-year low of 102.60. Slumping stocks and high oil prices have fueled risk aversion, driving traders to the safer, lower-yielding yen. Dollar-yen is now trading at 103.05. The dollar stayed near its record lows from the previous session against the euro. As expected, the Eurozone Producer Price Index increased 0.8% month-on-month in January. On an annual basis, producer prices increased 4.9%. Eurozone economy grew 0.4% sequentially in the fourth quarter, the Eurostat said today. Euro-dollar is trading at 152.22. Meanwhile, sterling dollar is trading at 198.80. The International Council of Shopping Centers UBS Index and the Johnson Red Book Retail Sales Index released retail data for the final week of February at 7:45 and 8:55 this morning. Last week, the Johnson Red Book Retail Sales Index showed same-store sales edged 0.4% compared with the year-ago period, and the ICSC UBS Index reported that same-store sales rose 0.5% from the prior week ended February 23rd. Today, we're joined by Bob Kozak from Alaron. Bob will give his outlook for the Forex market.
Good morning, Caitlin, and all your listeners out there. Let's take a look at the currency futures markets, starting with the dollar index here. Down another 14 ticks at 73.59.5. Again, traders not fighting the tape, looking at possibly 50, even possibly 75 basis point rate cut coming up here on March 18th. Dollar continues to take it on its chin. Yield gap continues to widen, especially in Australia. All right, the Reserve Bank of Australia increases their interest rates another 25 basis points to 7.25%. Trying to counter that rapid inflation. And Reserve Bank Governor Glenn Stevens says, hey, that's about it. We think that's about as high as we're going to go right here. So again, looking at the Aussie dollar right here, traders taking that as a sign that if it can't go higher, it must be going lower. Right, the Aussie dollar at 93.04, down 54 ticks after the rate increase. Looking at sterling, sterling's up 33, 198.64. Again, 5.25%, still looking pretty attractive before they do have a rate cut, if indeed they do. All right, not as drastic as it had been in the past, looking for 50, but maybe 25 will still do. 5% even being attractive right here. Again, sterling up 31 as we speak. Looking at the Canadian dollar, CAD rate up 41 right now. Looking at a rate cut possibly at 9 a.m. here. Right, pressure from the U.S. Slowdown is affecting the Canadian economy. Again, despite the fact that we're looking at $100 crude and possibly $1,000 gold. Right, commodity prices higher, but the economy is slowing as its largest importer, the United States, slows down. So again, we'll have to see if indeed Mark Carney decides to lower rates here by 25 or 50 basis points. Barclays Capital looking for a 50 basis point rate cut down to 3.5%. So we'll see what happens here at 9 a.m. in Ottawa, 9 a.m. Eastern Time. Currently up 38 as we speak, 1.0114 on the Canadian. As they said, dollar's down 14. Euro's up 23 ticks at 152.11. All right, continuing to making new highs against the dollar. Trichet and European Central Bank standing pat at that 4%. They did have a meeting of their 15-country finance ministers yesterday. Trichet expressing concern that the United States still feels that the strong dollar policy is in its best interest. Made note of that. A little weakness earlier on, but again, 152.11 here, and the euro up 23 as we do speak. All right, carry traders not too active overnight. With the Nikkei just basically flat, the stock's down in Europe, so again, not attractive for carry traders to jump in there. You're seeing maybe a little short covering in the Japanese yen, up 14 as we speak, 97.19. Right, Bank of Japan doesn't like those rates at that level, hurting exporters. Take a look at the Kiwi. Kiwi's down 27, 0.8006. Again, very attractive rates, 8.25% on the Kiwi, but down a little bit right here. And the Swiss franc getting a little payback, also up 57 at 96.52. Again, 96.52. We'll be looking for that information on the Canadian dollar here at 9 o'clock. Calendar still full here for the U.S., so keep an eye on that. But again, 50, 75 basis points, looking like the norm here on March 18th, rate cut for the U.S. That's about it, Caitlin. Thank you very much. Right? Traders, have a good day today.
Thank you, Bob. That's all for your AM Forex New York. I'm Caitlin Sisney. Join us again later for another update right here on ForexTV.com.